Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstayed it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
Got it.
58. 58's Mike.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check.
Fire.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here I come, here I come. Check 37, check 37. Sick guy.
Hey.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Get it.
A handoff to Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near The 35 at the 34.
Down by Kyle Fuller. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Bravo.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The ball's out, and this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, over.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Look at me. Go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Now Jones. A quick feed from Tate. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time game, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line into protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Haywood.
Right. Check. 59.
Shoot.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, echo.
Mike 59.
Be grip.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
third down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. I got one. Check.
Now it's Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I
didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Good. 180. 59. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Stop! 180!
Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from inside the 5. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On third down, Cohen. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 lead.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
59, Mike to 59.
Go.
Come on. Watch safety creep. Watch
Now.
safety's creeping.
Look at me. Zipper.
59. Watch the
Now.
The toss out to Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 10 over.
I got it. 36. Check.
Greystone, travel.
Check 9.
Shoot.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And Rosas puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check hot routes. Hot.
Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Lock in, lock in. Ran, go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 67 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This time they stay on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Check. 180.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alec Ogletree able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, I got him. That's me. 41.
Now Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 89 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. Cordero Patterson past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
59. Mike's 59. I'm coming.
Go. Fight.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Throwing Jones. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Come on, set.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 59.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Okay, ready?
59, Mike. Check, 59.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I'll tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
26 yards. That's good for the Bears. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. No problem there on the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready? 18, Gator.
59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill.
Go out.
Kill. Turn up.
2nd and 11. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Trubisky will throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
41 mic, right here, 41 mic. I'm coming.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
41's the mic, 41's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready?
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Saquon Barkley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Go, go.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Get.
Jones now, operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Leo! Bravo! Hey!
Go 58's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike.
Hey, orbit!
I'm coming. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Jones throwing on 4th down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Put up! 180! Hey, ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cohen. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Trubisky to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football? Without
a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Shift. Kill.
They try again with Cohen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's across from a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
58. Come on.
Hey, Charlie.
Come get some.
Let's go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Out to the right here to Shepard. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed something.